Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is time once again for the Midweek War. I, of course, am your host, Mad Mike, the maddest of Mikes, if you will. And with me, as always, is Tonio Garza. How are you, Garza?
Hey, Micah, I'm doing good. I'm ready to talk some developmental wrestling. Yes!
You hater of children, you. Anyway, with us, as always, is also the voice of Inspired Pro Wrestling, Eamon Paton. How are you, sir?
I am fantastic, because I always love talking about NXT. It's my favorite part of the Midweek War. And I make no bias in saying that. So.
All right, well, let's get it underway the way we always do. I'm going to switch up the order a little bit. Eamon, what is your one word this week?
My one word for this week is divas.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, there was a lot of diva action on this week's show.
I would say like 3/4 of the show was women.
Well, I mean that has to do with what our main event was, but still.
Yeah.
All right, Garza, how about you? What was your one word this week?
Bonjour.
Yes. Oh, that was unequivocally one of my favorite parts this week. We'll get to it. My one word this week was, and I'm going to say it as one word because it's hyphenated, Battle Royale. Because
that's with the E at the end, right?
Yeah, of course. It's how they say it in France.
How
right?
it should be done.
It's a Battle Royale with cheese. All right. So, Eamon, what was your good this week?
My good for this week was the opening segment. When I heard about this being the direction they were going in, I was extremely happy about it. I think heel Alexa Bliss is amazing and on a whole new level. I watched the segment again and I kept playing back that the parts after she snatched the title away from Bayley were so unbelievably amazing. She's got such a great stage presence to her, and her lines feel natural. She doesn't feel like she's reading a script. I think her wrestling's there as well. So I'm really hoping that this feud between Bayley and Alexa will do some really cool things, and I think it will.
Yeah, I'm hoping it goes past the takeover because I guess at this point, now that Dana lost against Asuka, Alexa's pretty much the biggest heel right now. So I think they should really work a good feud.
Well, I mean, you have Emma, but Emma's also lined up against Asuka, so...
Yeah. Well, yeah. Emma's below Dana.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think
Emma
so.
is Dana's henchman.
Oh, no, see, I see it as the other way around.
Really?
Yeah, because Emma plays off Dana like she knows Dana's new and not as good. Because even the backstage segment, Emma was like, I knew it was going to be bad, but I didn't think it would be this bad. She said that. She knew Dana was going to get her shit handed to her.
Yeah. And even beyond that, I think they can always still play with the fact that Emma was a veteran of NXT and, you know, had all these really great matches and stuff like that. So, I think Emma still has, a chance, but like I think Mike said, yeah, she's kind of busy with Asuka now, so.
By the way, Emma and Asuka, that's going to be fun.
That'll be really
That's going to be fun when we get to that. But, so Garza, what was your good this week?
My good this week was how they booked the main event so that now we have 3 or 4 storylines, brand new storylines coming out. So I'm happy with that because it's usual that after a takeover we get lost in the shuffle for a bit, but at least on this one, we're straight up and we have some feuds that we can build on. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah. All right. My good this week is, and I'm gonna say it, the Eva Marie segment. It was so quick. I know her wrestling is not there, people. Calm the fuck down. It's not going to be there for a little while. But meanwhile, her character work... Because, I mean, some would say it's X-Pac heat. I don't think it's there quite yet, but still, getting that large of a reaction, you have to take advantage of it, and the best way to do that is to steer into the skid.
That's true. I feel so biased on Eva now because I actually watched the episode of Total Divas when they had her like debut match or whatever, and they really they tried to push the narrative that the crowd was split on her.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's like, if I get a reaction, good or bad, that's great, and they're piping in, "Let's go Eva, Eva sucks" chants, which weren't happening.
No, that was happening.
Not to that level.
No, it stopped. It stopped after a point in the match, but that did happen in the beginning because I think people wanted to legitimately give her a shot.
No, and her first match back, since it was like 100% better than her previous ones, people actually bought in the first match. So
and again, going back, it's developmental. Of course, give her time. I'm still not completely sold on Eva Marie. There are rumors, and they're just rumors. I don't buy into rumors, but there are rumors that they want to phase her out from the wrestling role a bit. Which, I mean, I can understand some people. Like, she's been on TV a certain amount of time. So, you know. I also found it really interesting if people have been following on Twitter. NXT had a house show today, and a certain other Total Diva made her NXT debut on that house show. In all purple hair. She's all purple everything.
Wait.
Amanda?
Amanda?
No,
JoJo?
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, because Cameron tweeted like a week ago that she was going back to the Performance Center or something.
Well, it's about fucking time.
Yeah, good for her.
Again, here's the thing. I judge Eva and Cameron on the curve because they've been in the company for a few years. So, you know.
Yeah, but see, a couple of years is different than, like, say,
Nia Jax's.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because even different than the Bellas' first couple of years, because the Bellas were barely wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, so you have to judge them on a sliding scale. And I'm not saying you give them a pass, but you have to kind of give them a little bit, give them a little leeway. But okay, so Eamon, what was your bad this week?
Oh, my bad for this week. Oh, that's a good question. I'll say the Battle Royal, just because.
What?
Well, okay.
What?
I'll say. Let me listen to this. Once the Battle Royal gets narrowed down a bit, it starts getting good. There was a long period of time where there was a lot. It went on for way too long. I felt the Battle Royal. It was the opposite of the Jay Lethal Watanabe match. It went on for too long. Because it was like 20, 25 minutes. It took up a good chunk of the show.
Yeah, but you had like 22 people in there.
I know, but the first 10 minutes were just dudes punching each other.
Okay.
Like, it was very... It took a while for stuff to happen, you know? And yeah, that's my only complaint about it. Like I said, once things get narrowed down a bit more, it starts to get real good. But yeah, that's just my bad.
So like the Battle Royal before the commercial break.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I looked down when the Battle Royal started, I'm like, holy shit, we got like a lot of time on this.
All right, Garza, what was your bad this week?
My bad is...
You're going to say Bayley, aren't you, you son of a bitch?
Okay, I was actually going to say that. But, no, I'll change it to Nia Jax. I don't like her. I don't like her.
Wow.
I don't like her character. And
keep in mind, when I said stuff about Dana Brooke at the very beginning, everyone's like, let her be, whatever. But yeah,
and I was the one liking Dana. No, but I just have a bad feeling about Nia Jax. I have a feeling that they're just gonna sell her as, because I thought she was gonna be a monster gimmick. And she came out, and I think they're just going to sell it as a curvy diva. And I'm not looking forward to that.
I don't know. I feel like they sold her as a monster. Like, they had her
Because-
do a bear hug, which is a very monster-type move.
Yeah, it's
She
because
was a
she's
monster.
okay.
I
She's big, but she's not Karma.
no, she isn't.
No, but no. All right,
But she
no
is,
one
but
is
she
no
doesn't
one
have
is
to
Awesome
be.
Kong.
She
No
doesn't
one is
have to
Awesome
be.
Kong.
I will say this. I do think when you have a wrestler that's Nia Jax's size as a female, you automatically have to be that, evil monster, Awesome Kong kind of character. And I think it's kind of good that you have somebody just kind of be like she's strong, she's powerful. You can get that over, but she doesn't have to be like an Awesome Kong or I'm trying to think
Or
of another
Jessica
example.
Havoc.
Or like a Jessica Havoc
Yeah,
or something like
she
that.
doesn't have to, but I don't think WWE is that good to book just a large girl because WWE, like it or not, they go for looks, and they give her a tight attire, and I don't think it's gonna work. It'll eventually come down to she'll lose to Bayley, and then become a comedy character.
Here's the thing, yeah. When she gets called up, it's gonna be terrible.
Oh
Yeah.
my God! The second
Yeah.
the Bellas get a hold of her,
Oh yeah.
no,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
not gonna be pleasant.
It's gonna be great TV. But
if Mickey James was Piggy James, Nia Jax. Yeah, well, you know what? I stand corrected. She is The Rock's cousin.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? That's a fair point. That's a fair point. They might not do that because she is related to The Rock like that.
Yeah.
I will say couple things. One, I already find her a million times better than Lady Tapa.
Oh yeah.
Put that out there. Two, the only critique I would have for her is that she needs to work on her. She doesn't have a great presence. Like she didn't feel comfortable in front of a camera in a sense. In the match, she was fine, but like entrance and then post match, she kind of she didn't have like a presence about her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She didn't know how to play to a camera. She didn't know. I mean, maybe she didn't know that or whatever. But she didn't. I didn't get that from her. I think that's the one thing she would definitely need to work on.
You know who she reminds me of? And this goes back to TNA some years ago. She reminds me of that Lotta Love girl, the one that injured Daphne.
The one that killed Daphne?
Yeah, she reminds me of that.
Who lost a lot of weight and is a very talented wrestler right now.
Yeah, actually, I saw her in Shimmer, and she's actually really good now.
But
she reminds me of that. Someone that's I don't know, trying to play like a luscious character, and they just don't feel comfortable.
Hold on. We need to curb this discussion for a quick second because I just noticed something.
Uh-huh.
Garza, what the fuck is your picture?
Oh, you didn't see this last week?
No, I did. Is your picture really Izzy crying?
Yeah, that's my logo.
You heartless motherfucker!
Yeah, Tonio hates everything.
Jesus Christ! All right. Anyway,
But
one more thing about Nia Jax. How quickly does she entirely replace Tamina?
Oh, in a second.
I say by fall 2016.
Yeah.
Tamina, last name not given, is gone.
Actually, that's a great comparison. I think Tamina looks better as the monster gimmick than Nia Jax is right now.
Yes, but Tamina can't wrestle.
Oh no,
Tamina
that's for sure.
Tamina has a bit, but I would say Tamina has what Nia Jax doesn't have right now.
Yeah.
Tamina has about Eva Marie's level of wrestling ability, and I'd even put Eva maybe a little ahead of Tamina.
Well, Tamina can do super kicks.
Yeah, she can do a pretty good super kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the other thing I can remember.
One other just quick thing before we move on about the Nia Jax match was the woman that she squashed, Evie, who is you saw her in like a 3-minute squash or whatever. Look her up. She is so unbelievably talented.
I was gonna say she looked like someone I would want to get behind eventually.
She's very amazing, and just search an Evie match on YouTube. Any one of them are amazing. I got to see her live WrestleMania weekend for the Shimmer show. She is so good. And this was also the start of the tapings, I'll just say, where there's an influx of really, really talented female wrestlers who I assume get squashed, like Evie did. So keep an eye out. One of them, I think, I'll just say this, one of them I think won TNA British Boot Camp or something like that. But
Are we going to see Taylor Hendricks versus Asuka? Please? Please, can we see that? I would love to see that.
Yeah.
All right. my bad this week. I like the Battle Royal. Where the fuck were JJ and Gable?
Yeah, that was weird.
It's true.
Where the fuck were they had who were the two fucking guys that got eliminated first?
What was Steve
Danny
Cutler,
Burch. Steve Cutler and Johnny Burch.
Yeah.
and then like Mike Rollins was in there.
Yeah, I'm like, why couldn't we have had JJ and Gable in there? I mean,
Yeah.
come on. I understand why the Vaudevillains aren't in there. They're tag team champions. I get that part. But, I mean, every other tag team was fucking in there.
Yeah,
Every other tag team was in there. Like,
the Hype Bros were in there.
yeah, exactly. Zack Ryder was in NXT number one contender championship match. But, because I wanted to see, like, a one-time reuniting of J.J. Dillon, and then it ended completely.
Yeah,
Right.
that would have been good.
But yeah, that was my. Other than that, I like the Battle Royal. But
Yeah.
all right, so Eamon, what would you change this week?
I would change the fact that I feel like Angelo Dawkins should wear 3 headbands instead of 2. uh,
3 ain't enough. No, he needs 5.
he needs 5. Side note: did anyone watch the backstage promo on YouTube with Sawyer Fulton and Angelo Dawkins?
No, that sounds amazing.
Well, it's basically like Sawyer Fulton being so upset with the loss, and like Angelo Dawkins is like blown off, like he's just like whatever, we'll get him next time, even though this is like our 70th loss or whatever as a team. And Sawyer Fulton's like, you better get your stuff together, or there may not be a next time. And Angelo is like blowing him off or whatever. I don't know what they're gonna do, but yeah, I think it's the proverbial you know what and get off the pot for Angelo Dawkins and Sawyer Fulton.
Okay, all right. Garza, what would you change this week?
My change would be again with the Nia Jax versus Evie match. Don't debut Nia Jax against Evie because everyone left the show thinking I want more Evie, but no one left thinking I want more Nia Jax.
Well,
That's not true. I like Nia
I
Jax.
said I want.
No.
I said I want more Evie because I know what Evie can do.
No, but I mean, I want to be that guy, but she's prettier, she's a better wrestler, and I don't know. I left the show thinking I want to see more Evie, and I don't know. I just thought that it wasn't a good idea to debut Nia against someone that's gonna be better than her.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I like Nia Jax. I thought her debut was fine. I do find it kind. All right. Here's my change. NXT needs to decide which diva is allowed to smile precariously. Because Nia Jax says she can disarm you with a smile, and Asuka has the "I'm going to kick your face off and make you lose your memory" smile.
Well, it's gonna lead to some smile off.
We're gonna have a smile off in the ring. A smile off. I mean, I like them both, but they need to like. It's like two people can't work the arm in subsequent matches. You know, like you gotta have just. I personally think it should be Asuka because, or like she came in first, so she kind of has dibs.
And her smile is like a very like creepy like.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it looks like you're watching an anime.
Yeah.
Like she's about to like buff a thing of blood, go Super Saiyan, and punt you in the fucking head. So,
quick other note for the change for that. I would also change Nia Jax's gear, which was awful. I've seen her like in like a black sort of wrestling gear before that looks much better. I don't know who decided to give her that blue. Like, it was not flattering whatsoever. It was bad.
yeah,
so please change that.
It didn't look good. Alrighty. So what? Where did you guys rank NXT this week? Eamon, what about you?
NXT's my number one. I liked a lot of the matches. I liked the storyline progression that was going on. I feel like there's some stuff coming from Takeover. I'm excited. I'm excited for where things go for NXT.
All right. Garza.
I'm also gonna give it number one, 99% because of Team Kick, and 1% because I don't know, someone else, Rhino. Yeah, 1% because of Rhino.
Rhino. 1% because of Rhino.
Because he was the last ECW World Champion, and he needs to remind us.
I did love that they did the Royal Rumble promos.
Yeah.
They did the Royal Rumble promos this week.
Oh yeah, those were all really good.
Yeah. We need more of those. Just you know what I want there to be, and I don't. Triple H, William Regal, whoever's listening, because I know you are. The weekend of WWE's Royal Rumble. Can we have NXT Takeover Rumble?
Yeah, win a spot on the Rumble.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be amazing? Like if we just had 25 NXT, like 20 NXT guys or 25 NXT guys, and fuck, you could even put like some of the divas in there too. Like, why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Like, they can win the number one entrant into the Royal Rumble.
I think you're predicting the future.
I know, but it would be so good.
I did say that the Royal Rumble style promos were really good. They were, except for Apollo Crews'.
Yeah.
The worst part is I know that dude had so much personality, but you can tell he's just so nervous or just so like focused on getting the points across or whatever that he just comes out like very robotic.
Can we enter him in the smile competition because he needs to lose that competition?
We have. Well, all right. I hate making this comparison because I see them like literally back to back. Isn't Apollo Crews just Lashley? Like isn't he literally like the pre-evolved form of Lashley?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Like they even called him the real deal Apollo Crews.
Was Lashley ever called the real deal?
Yeah, he was.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like I mean, don't get me wrong. Lashley when he first came in was fantastic too. So I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just something I happen to notice.
I think the difference is jumping enziguris and moonsaults. That's like the only difference.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Even then, I remember Lashley was doing the jump from the ring all the way to the third rope when he was in WWE. So agility is still there. Yeah, they're really, really similar.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think I said my ranking too. NXT's number one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
NXT's number one. Yeah. Yeah, actually, it's the first time we've agreed on number one in a while. All three of us.
Mm-hmm. Even from Tonio.
And you know what? I think that's because there was minimal Bayley this week, right, Tonio?
Yeah. Alexa Bliss definitely overshadowed her.
Fuck you.
No, you have to agree.
Alexa Bliss is amazing. Bliss is amazing.
She overshadowed Bayley in that segment.
Well,
I think that was the point.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but is it wrong? I want to see Bayley versus Blake. Like, I want to see that. I don't know why. All right, quick. Before we wrap up, Bayley might need help against Blake and Murphy with Alexa Bliss, right? Kind of like, the Vaudevilles had to get blue pants. If you could pick, who would you have Bayley's, let's call them her hug squad, be?
I hate to say this, but Hype Bros.
Yeah! That's the great dance.
Yeah, because they're equally.
I would go.
No, they're equally as flashy and annoying as Bayley.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh,
fuck you.
I was going to say Enzo and Cass. Because, one, there's unfinished business with Enzo and Cass and Blake and Murphy.
It's true.
That never really got settled. Two, Bay Mella is very much a documented thing.
I was gonna say Bay Mella could become canon.
Yeah. So yeah, Pretty much.
Yeah, because
That's
they
what I get.
actually get along really well. Like, I have seen some of their periscopes together because they do road trips, and
Yeah.
they're very funny together.
Mm-hmm.
Them
they're
and
definitely-
Tyler
and-
Breeze are extremely funny together. Like when Tyler Breeze just randomly shows up there. But yeah, that would be fun. Like, and who doesn't want to see more Enzo and Cass?
Yeah.
Because they've missed 2 takeovers in a row, and that's just a shame.
Yeah, the same.
That's a damn shame. All right. So, Eamon, where can the good
think,
people on the internet find you? Oh, did you have anything else, Garza?
Well, I think we should talk about our new #1 contender. What do you guys
Apollo
think?
Crews.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we should probably mention Lashley.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he's getting this big of a push this quickly.
I think it's cool that he is. I think it's a cool story you can tell where Apollo's like 2 or 3 months in now, and he has a chance to become champion. And I think Balor didn't less than a year.
And that seems to be the trend, like with a lot of guys, because you got Owens.
Owens did it in 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean it's not past Apollo to get the belt or anything like that, but yeah, I think that it's a cool story you can tell. I love what it could do with I would personally love them doing a 3-way with Balor, Crews, and Samoa Joe.
Oh
And I
no,
think it
we're gonna
brings
get
more-
Joe and Tyler, and that's gonna be amazing.
Joe and Tyler will be amazing, definitely. I just hope it's not bleeding into the next takeover, because we all noted the match that we really want for Tyler Breeze at the next takeover, and
Yeah.
Is the next takeover UK?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought there might be one before that, like around Survivor Series, that they haven't announced yet.
No, well, that's the UK one.
Because I mean,
But they could
Survivor,
always,
usually when they have a big WWE pay-per-view, like one of the big 4, there's some kind of takeover special.
yeah, I don't think Survivor Series is as much as the Big 4 anymore. You know what I mean? It's not. I know it's still considered that, but not in actual delivery.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, I mean, I guess if the next takeover is the one in the UK, we definitely want Tyler against William Regal.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
'Cause
But I mean, Joe and Tyler would be great, no doubt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Tyler pulling off Joe. That was so good.
That match was so intelligent. I love that they were so intelligent to know that they were going to cheer for Breeze, or at least they you know what I mean? Because it got them to boo Joe, which I think is kind of what they want to do. They want to position Joe as more of a heel a bit, or have at least heelish tendencies. And it got them behind Apollo Crews. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
At least when Apollo started to hit a more flurry of offense. I know there was a "We Want Tyler" chant when there was a final 2, which kind of sucks, but
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't think you're
was
gonna be
a
able to
fun match.
avoid the "We Want Tyler" chance because he's never been given the big opportunity.
yeah.
Like
And I think it's so crazy because the SummerSlam panel, they're very Triple H made a point of saying hey, we listen to people, and we if the crowd goes one direction and they get behind something, even though they don't get it, fine, we'll go with it. You know what I mean? I forgot who they said it was for. That was for, but
wasn't it for Blue Pants?
I think we're talking about Blue Pants. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was
They're
about Blue
okay,
Pants.
Yeah. So I think maybe the crowd realizes that now, which is kind of it's like giving the power and hoping that they don't do anything terrible with it. But
Yeah, so we won't get random. We want Eva.
Sawyer Fulton.
It was really weird to see how crazy enthused the Oh, by the way, one thing I need to mention. All right, as I noticed this last night on the Twitter. Apollo Crews, you have made an enemy out of the Mayhem Show. Because Apollo Crews is now an enemy of this program. Do you guys know
Why?
why? Do you guys know why?
No,
No.
He eliminated 2 friends of the show.
he did eliminate two.
In a row. In a row. First we got Elias Sampson, friend of the show, and then he eliminated Johnny Gargano. The bee's knees.
In a very cool way, by the way.
Very cool way. But still, fucking Apollo Crews. You have made a very powerful enemy because you've heard of the Mayhem Bump. Hell, we've all lived the Mayhem Bump. Do you know what happens with the Mayhem Bump? One of our own becomes a fucking broadcaster for a wrestling promotion. Right, Eamon?
Yeah. Yeah, that
was the Mayhem
yes.
Bump. But you know what's even worse than the Mayhem Bump? The Mayhem Curse, Apollo Crews.
Oh, I like Apollo Crews.
No, so do I. But so
He shakes it up.
the Mayhem Curse. It's coming to get you. It's like the boogeyman. All right.
Okay, I know we're trying to end the show, but one very small last thing. Sorry,
Sorg's gonna kill us.
because I just realized this. Can we mourn?
Oh, no, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. No, we're not there yet.
Does she make more appearances?
I hope so.
Because
It's not over yet, Eamon. Leave the memories alone. All right.
Devin, we miss you.
God damn it, Devin. She was on this week. We will see if she's on next week. If she is not on next week, we will prepare. If she is not on the week after that, we will officially mourn. Okay?
Oh.
Because if I don't get to see one more fucking head pat, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I really don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Like, you know what would be really great and the best cathartic moment ever? If Dana Brooke got kicked so hard in the head by Asuka, the next time she sees Devin Brooke, she gives her a big hug.
And then she's fired.
Yes, and then she's fired! Yes! And Devin still looks confused as Dana walks away.
And then she's like, well, I don't have the head pat thing anymore, so what am I here for anyways?
Oh, God. All right. Okay, so now, thank you. We did have to mention Devin.
Yeah.
Poor Devin. Eamon, where can the people of the internet find you, and where can they find Devin?
I don't know where they can find Devin. I don't want to.
We need to find her. Someone get her ass to Lucha Underground.
Oh God.
Oh my God! Make her Marty the Moss sister.
Oh no, that's a bad idea.
That's an amazing idea.
You can find me on Twitter at AemonSuPlease. You can also find Inspire Pro Wrestling at InspireProRes and at InspireProWrestling.com.
All right, Garza, where can the people of the internet find you?
You can find me at DW Revolution for Twitter. You can find me at DWrestlingRevolution.com.
Alrighty, and I, of course, am at MadMike4883 on the Twitter machine. And if you want more of our rants and ramblings and maybe an extended requiem for Devin Taylor, go to WrestlingMayhemShow.com. You can go to live.sorgatronmedia.com every Tuesday night where we have the Wrestling Mayhem Show proper, followed by the Indie Mayhem Show with this motherfucker right here, Eamon Paton. And he and Sorg talk to many of your favorite independent pro wrestlers. And so yeah, for Eamon Paton, for Tonio Garza, I'm Mad Mike, and this has been your Midweek War!